Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Hey, welcome to the Scarlet, Blue, and You podcast. I am Lauren Youse, your Scarlet, Blue, and You host, and the Hannibal LaGrange Alumni Director. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm coming to you from the Burt Studio on the always beautiful HLGU campus. Each semester, the HLGU Theater Department presents a absolutely wonderful main stage production. And this spring, they are bringing, that's a drum roll for those who aren't watching, they are bringing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is a musical and a theatrical production. And so I'm excited to have Sabrina Brookshire, the Assistant Professor of Theater, Campus Technical Director, to tell us all about this production. Welcome, Sabrina.
Thank you for having me today.
So glad. Did you enjoy my opening?
It was gorgeous.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So
I love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. If I would think people our age and older, maybe a little bit younger, would be familiar with the movie.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. I think everyone's at least heard of it. And, you know, it's not one that I grew up on per se, but it's one I watched in adulthood and absolutely fell in love with. I mean, you have to love Dick Van Dyke.
That's just a good formula to start with.
Yeah. It was interesting. A lot of my younger students, a lot of the college students.
Yes.
They're like, we've never seen it. And so when they found out we were doing it, they all
went out and
I think so.
bought copies on Amazon. Nice.
Right?
Okay, so tell us about this production.
Yeah, I mean, we're so excited. It has been, we've been doing plays, but it's been a little bit since we've had a musical on stage. And so we are so excited to come back and to be able to do, the triple threat, the singing, the dancing, the acting, the whole works. And so, it was kind of it's like, how do we come back? And after it's been over 3 years. And
so you go big.
Go big. And so, so we landed on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It is such a fun show, first of all. And I mean, it's whimsical, it's humorous, it's engaging.
And it's so family friendly.
It is. It really is.
Like little kids. I showed snippets to my 3-year-old nephew, and he was engaged. He liked the music and the dancing.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be one that draws all ages, all walks of life. It is family friendly. It's just uplifting, which I think is a huge reason why I chose it. It's kind of one, I'm always brainstorming. I'm always reading different plays, different musicals. And you kind of have this these sitting over here waiting and looming for one day. And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's been there for a while.
Okay.
And it's just finding that right timing. And this felt right. There are some technical elements to the show that we wanted to make sure we could accomplish. And, committing to it, we weren't yet quite sure if we could do those, but I'm like, we'll figure it out. And we have. And so that was another reason why I hadn't grabbed hold of it yet, is I just wanted to make sure that if we grabbed hold of it, that we could accomplish all that we wanted to.
Nice.
And I think we're there. So,
okay. So it's coming to the stage April 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yes.
7 o'clock each night.
So just a little over a month.
Gosh.
I know. Lauren's in the show, by the way.
I am. That's how I knew the words at the beginning. Yes,
and
I'm
you're doing
so
amazing.
excited.
I'm so happy you're involved. That is one thing I just love, is how many people we have involved from just different walks of life and different places. We have our students, but we have faculty involved and staff, and we have community involved. And
young alumni.
Yeah, young
old alumni.
Yeah, and kids this time.
Right.
Because you have to have children in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And so we have this huge age of ranges, which is so great. And the cast has been so much fun. And so I'm so happy you're involved and you came and auditioned.
Too.
So, April 10th through the 12th at 7 p.m., of course, in our Parker Theater, the Roland Fine Arts Center on campus.
Where there's not a bad seat in the house?
There's really not. And we're not just saying that.
No, it's legit.
Yeah. And I will say we've already been really encouraged by our ticket sales. And
Good.
So I think we're having a great response.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so what actually inspired you to choose Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yep. Well, already spoke to a few things. Like, it's one that's kind of been, hanging out, looming over
but
there.
what got you
like
excited
when
about
and
it?
if. And I think it's whimsical nature. Like you already said, it's really family friendly, but it's also so fun. I can't tell you how often we laugh through rehearsal, that we're just, and it's not even just that it's like this ridiculous comedy. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to do. We found some unique ways to engage the audience through some of the blocking and things. So I had somebody ask me recently if you could say, like, what is your directing style? What would it be? I think one of my styles is I love immersion. And so, like, any way we can find to pull something into the audience in a way, or lack of better terms, I guess, break the fourth wall, but appropriately, you know, and kind of bring it out to the audience. And so we found some unique ways to do that. And don't be scared. It doesn't mean anyone's going to be asked to participate.
You're not going to get on stage.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But the action might be closer than you think.
It may be. It may be. And so there's just every character I feel like is so fun. The turkey farmer.
Yes, the female turkey farmer.
Yes. But for real, like, the characters are, some of them are over the top. And I think our actors are having a blast exploring, how do we play this? How do we keep reaching? And we were having a rehearsal the other night with the Baron and Baroness, and some things that were happening were just so much fun. And I said, I love the direction we're going, but don't settle. Let's keep reaching. And so the fact that we still have a month to try and keep developing these characters.
And they are pretty outrageous characters.
They are. Come expecting to be entertained. Yeah. And so, you know, another reason I grabbed hold of it is it's not one that everyone does. I feel.
Okay. Yeah,
you know?
I've never seen it offered on stage before.
You know, there's some beautiful musicals that get performed frequently that it might not be hard to go see Beauty and the Beast or The Lion King or something. Oklahoma, yeah. And they're great. And we've done some of those, you know. We did Oklahoma not too long ago. And but this one's not one you can just, I feel like, you hear about all the time, or you can just go even, you know, to the high school or wherever and see. Like, I just don't hear about it being performed a lot. And so I feel like hopefully that gives us a little bit of, you know, a niche in there.
I like it.
Yeah. So that's another reason, I think, is just because it's fun, and most people know it, but maybe haven't seen it on stage.
And it does have fantastic music.
It does.
Sherman Brothers,
upbeat,
who did a lot of Disney stuff. Tiki Room and Mary Poppins, but they wrote all this music too.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
There are a few minor differences, like many adaptations from movie to stage or vice versa. There's a few little differences, but I think they're really good. I think the choices are really good. And so there's really not a song that I'm like, man, I
could have left that one
Let's
out.
Get through that one. You know, there's really not a song that like that.
No, they are. They're either beautiful or they're fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Think.
Yeah, and very, very, on that thought, very different.
Yeah.
The songs are all very different. So of course, we get to have some fun scenes of dancing, Mule Bamboo, Bombay Samba. There's just Toot Sweets. There's just, and so we were doing a choreography rehearsal one night, and we had just gotten done with Bombay Samba and went into Toot Sweets, and they were like, "This is so different," and I'm like, "Yeah, it really is." And so I feel like there's a really good variety in it as well with the songs. So
agreed.
Yeah.
All right. So you talked about some of the magical elements that you want to pull off. Can you give us any behind the scenes? A look.
I will tease. How about that?
Okay, tease.
Let me tease away. I don't want to give anything away. Of course, you know, I already spoke to that. I knew there was a big technical element, and I really, if I grab hold of a show, I want to do it justice, and I want to make sure that we can accomplish what we want to. And so I was just, you know, we went into this one and like, we will find a way to get a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car.
Because if you're not familiar with the story, it's a flying car.
It is a flying car,
and that's kind of important. It's like, you know, Peter Pan without Peter Pan flying.
Right.
You can't do it.
You got to figure it out. And so, and this isn't even just a person. This is a car. And so it's like, how do you do that? And it can be done. It can be done.
It will be done.
It will be done. And so we have a really neat story, but we were able to secure a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car. That's a lot to say every time. And so I don't want to give away too much. I just want to say we have the car. It's going to be very special.
It's going to be magical.
I will tell you, when we even were just moving some things on stage, I was like, this is so magical, and we're not even in the show yet. And so it kind of gave me goosebumps. And so I want to tease and say we have a really neat moment coming to the show. So
well, and the costumes in this are so beautiful and colorful and fun. And
They are. Yeah.
And there's a doll scene, which is really fun.
Yes.
Like, have you seen the movie, seen the stage performance? There are certain scenes I feel like that kind of stick out. Toot Sweets.
Absolutely. I think, and another thing as a director I love to work with and a designer is color. I think it's a very colorful show. We've done that. We've orchestrated a lot of color into the show. It's very vivid. And so that'll be neat. Another interesting technical aspect, not just in the car, but Potts is an inventor. And so he has a lot of crazy inventions that have been interesting to figure out how to pull off.
Yeah.
And so we already have one of them, and but we're working on developing some of the other inventions that he has. And so it's another neat element of it as well. That's kind
So
of fun.
cool. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. So are you featuring like a fun talk back this year?
Yes. We love our talkbacks. If you haven't been, come to talkback. It's a time after, we normally do it after the second. So most of our performances are 3-night runs. And so we do it after the second performance. And so this lands on a Friday night, April 11th, and it'll be directly after the show. We give time for our actors to run and change. So about 10-minute break. And anyone staying, we just ask to move down toward the front, close to the stage. And then it's a time where our audience can ask questions of our actors, directors.
And it's included in your ticket price.
Yeah. No
Not
charge.
an additional.
And if you come another night, so let's say you come on Thursday, if you really want to come back and we'll let you in. And you could come back for after the show and still do the talk back. We would like that. We normally have an MC that guides and also asks some questions. But it's that behind the scenes backstage pass to kind of the makings of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and then you get to experience kind of the ride that we did a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Super fun.
All right. So we've talked it up so much. People are like, how do I get tickets?
I would love to tell you. So the best way to get tickets is on our website. And so you can go to hlg.edu. Right on the front is a banner that you can click on that'll take you
There's
to
a flying car.
There's a flying car.
Click on the flying car.
Absolutely, there's a flying car. And so that'll take you to our Tix website. And the neat thing is that you get to pick your exact seat.
Which is so fun.
Yeah. So you know.
Sit exactly where you want to sit.
Yeah, when you're coming in where you're going to sit. And I tell you, we have people that have their favorite seats.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, they get
And you have
those
like
every
2 or
time.
3 price points.
We do. We have
So better seats are a little bit more, but not a lot more.
And I feel like all of the ticket prices, and I'm not just saying this, I really do feel like they're pretty reasonable. But yeah, we have 3 tiers of ticket prices. And so if you would prefer to pick on price instead of location, you can totally do that. We do offer some specials as well. Of course, our faculty and staff and students get a ticket, which is great. And then you can also get a group rate. And so we've already had some churches like call and get tickets, which is great. So that knocks $1 off. And then seniors 60 or over get $1 off as well. And you can do all those things online. And so if you are a group trying to get your tickets, you can actually go online, and when you check out, it'll apply your discount.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So let's recap. It is April 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yep. At 7
o'clock
p.m.
each night. Parker Theater on HLGU's campus.
Yep.
You get your tickets online, hlg.edu. Click on the flying car on the homepage. And or you call the box office
You
too.
can call
if
the
you
box
prefer to do that.
office. Yeah, for sure. Or if you have questions, feel free to call our box office. We have a small staff, and so we just say, give us a little time to get back with you.
Sure.
That's why I like going online. Is nice because it's immediate. You can also print your tickets from home, or you can choose to pick them up at the door. But yeah, nice and easy. So that way, you can just come
enjoy the show
and enjoy, and absolutely,
perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything we missed?
Well, I want to turn the interview around on you. What have you enjoyed?
No. Well, this is my first time being back on stage since high school. Yeah. And it has been a joy, a pleasure. I've loved all of it. You are such a kind director, and you make it so fun.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I mean, I haven't had to memorize my lines yet, so
chop,
you
chop.
might. I was gonna say you might get more strict when you're like, no book.
Yep.
You need to know this.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great, and I've enjoyed getting to know the college students a little better, and our alumni that are helping. And no, it's been great.
We have really enjoyed you being a part, Lauren. Thanks for coming and giving your time and energy. And it's just so neat again to have so many different people involved, because I think that gives mentorship. It also allows us if our community come, the chance to get to know our students, which leads me into another opportunity that I want to throw in there is that we love volunteers. And so, if you want to become involved more than just, the audience is super important, but if you want to do something different, we encourage you to come and be involved. We have people that come in and they help with costuming, and you don't have to know how to sew to do that. They come in and help with building set, painting. We have opportunities to volunteer through ushering at a show, through helping with our box office and ticket sales. So that front of house stuff, there's so many ways to get involved. And so, if you've been sitting there thinking about it, we encourage you, you can email me or Lauren and we can help you know how to get plugged in. But, we couldn't make it without the help of those around us. And it's a community. Yeah. It takes a community to put on a show. There's so many hours, we come for 2.5-ish hours of entertainment, but there's so many hours that come before, which we love that process. But it takes so many people. And so we want to say, come be a part, get a little inside look by being involved, backstage or in front of house or something. Nice. We would love for you to be there.
Makeup or hair.
Yes. All of those things. There's so many ways.
You can do my hair.
So many ways.
However a turkey farmer does their hair. I don't know.
She's more than just a turkey farmer. You have many roles.
I do.
Which is also fun.
It is fun.
Be able to
different
do multiple
costumes.
Things. Yeah, absolutely. So, but we're excited to, you can't attend what you don't know. So we really are grateful for the promotion and for getting the word out about our musical coming up. So thank you.
I'm excited. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we missed?
I don't think so.
Okay. We gave a little bit away, not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to go watch the movie before April, you could.
Or just wait with bated anticipation.
Wait, and then you'll be surprised.
Yes.
And then you could watch the movie afterwards. And be like, man, HLG really did this better. Poor Dick. Van Dyke.
It's interesting if you watch the movie, because Mary Poppins came out before.
Right. He's older in Chitty Chitty Bang
A little
Bang.
bit.
You can tell he's a little more silver in his hair.
Yeah. And he's like one of the characters in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang that doesn't have an English accent. And I read that it's because he was so criticized for Mary Poppins and his accent that he refused to do one.
Oh, poor guy.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And I loved it. I think he did a great job in both.
I think he did too.
He did amazing. But anyways.
Is anyone really taking Bert in Mary Poppins that seriously?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
I
guess they were.
In the 50s, they were.
Yeah. I love both. I think they did a wonderful job in both. But maybe wait to watch it, and then that way you come and it's just this fresh thing, where you haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, and then maybe have a viewing party later.
Excellent.
Watch the movie.
Well, thank you for joining us, Sabrina.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening to this special edition of the Scarlet, Blue, and You podcast. Remember, keep a song in your heart, preferably the HLGU alma mater, or in this instance, something from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and Hannibal LaGrange in your mind.